They propping up these fake jokers to get you to accept the system again. And I know you want to say, no, it's not the case. Joker, that's the case. They're using these media outlets, talking heads, and these fake accounts to prop it up, acting like, oh, wow, so-and-so really told them, really cares about our freedom. Jokers don't give a crap.
You can say what you want about me or Trump or Tucker Carlson or Sean Hannity, but we believe in free market. We believe in America. We believe in this republic. So let's go to Tucker Carlson and the courage of telling the truth.
Trump is indisputably right. The Cold War is over. The world has changed. It is time to rethink America's alliances.
God, thank God there's still people that aren't total traitors.
Russia is not a close friend of the United States. But the question is, actually believe it?
Just like they hate Trump.
A person who's read a newspaper this year could recite that talking point without laughing because it's stupid. So the only option, if you want to force the population to accept something ridiculous, is to make sure they don't think too much about it.
This is the next level.
Quiet.
Tucker Carlson is the next level.
And if you don't believe it, watch what's happening.
Everything we've been looking for right there. 100% pure veritas. It's a hole in one. I've never done anything like that. Tucker Carlson's the king now. Period. He's the guy.
Yes.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hey, good to see you after we met briefly at the event in 2008 in Minneapolis for Ron Paul.
Oh, that was fun. I remember that.
But you had to leave early. What happened?
Why did you bail on Ron Paul? I'll tell you why. I didn't bail on Ron Paul. It's when Jesse Ventura got up and started saying 9/11 was an inside job.
He didn't say that.
Yeah, he did say that.
No, he said that it was curious why the FBI, had Bin Laden on.
Look, I'm the list. I got it. I was there, and but.
So you had to leave because that one controversial.
I was enraged by it. It wasn't controversial.
So you were personally enraged.
Let me answer your question.
Sure.
It wasn't controversial. It was stupid. And if there's any evidence that the government's behind 9/11, I believe anything if there's evidence, but there isn't any. So knock it off. That's my view.
Okay, but
and I said that to him.
Sure, but one stupid person says something stupid at a Ron Paul event.
Yeah, I hate that. And by the way, I am open to almost any crackpot theory about anything. It's just on that subject. Come on, you know what I mean? That's too much. That even for me.
So, just out of curiosity, then, what's your take on Building 7? Which explanation do you believe?
Come on. This is like...
No, that's a serious question. Which explanation did it?
Which explanation?
There's two explanations. It was either it was pulled, or it was isolated pockets of fire in the building that were sort of side effect from the two towers coming down that brought it down.
This is a no-win conversation, so I'm not going to continue it. But let me just say one thing: my macro view is the obvious one, which is the buildings came down because a bunch of nutcases flew a plane into them. You can assess my views; they're very clear.
You have any
but
message?
I hate that 9/11 crap. Wish they just kicked those people out. I mean,
my aunt was supposed to be on the 93rd floor.
Really?
It's important for people whose families were involved to know the truth, whether or not the government was involved or whether it was terrorists. But there's a history of government-sponsored terror throughout the past century.
Exactly.
So what do you mean kick them out?
I don't know. Whatever.
Anybody who's a 9/11 truther should be kicked out of the country?
Of course not. I don't even believe in parking tickets. I mean, please. I just don't. I think that people, before saying something that heavy, ought to present real evidence and not just it's a coincidence or questions remain and dumb.
I think the fact that steel doesn't weaken until 2,400 degrees is evidence that jet fuel couldn't cause a collapse of the tower from being hit near the top.
Except the thing is, it did. So that's the problem.
If steel doesn't melt until 2,400 degrees, then it didn't.
Now, I go back to our interdimensionalist policies way back when we first funded Al Qaeda. Back
1978.
Back when they were fighting the Soviets. We gave them a lot of money. The CIA pretty much trained them. I mean that's pretty much enough evidence for me.
That the government brought down the Twin Towers?
No, the government was involved in bringing down the Twin Towers because they would not be trained. Because who trained them? The government trained them. The CIA trained them. Special ops trained them.
All right, I've had this debate so many times. It's not, I don't know. I just it seems to me that it's kind of beneath like adult discourse even really. I guess, and it definitely discredits otherwise good ideas.
I just think that the implications, that if the government was involved, the implications are so vast that it should be looked into whether or not it seems ridiculous.
So for family members of the victims that are asking questions and want the evidence that's been withheld by the government released, you would say that they're less than adults somehow for wanting that information?
I would say that parasites like you make it much worse for them. That's what I would say.
I'm a parasite now?
Yeah, it's filthy to say things like that with no evidence, and you have none, so you should stop. That's my view. And this nonsense about 9/11 that morons like you keep bringing up. I mean, truly, that is just the most loathsome thing to say, I think.
Well, I don't keep bringing it up. It's not really my shtick. I was just wondering why you walked out of the convention, because it's not really my issue.
So awful. I'm so awful. And by the way, it totally discredits libertarianism and the ideas of Ron Paul and liberty itself if you start accusing people of things on the basis of no evidence.
Redsilverj, all I gotta say.